Okay, hello everyone. How are you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Hi. Okay, we are here with Liris Crosse. We are here at the Fashion and Beauty Networking event here in Harlem, New York, and we want to get right into it. Tell me, how does it feel to be a winner? Winner of Project Runway, the model portion. Tell us.
Well, I'm really thankful to become one of the first plus models to win the model portion of Project Runway, season 16. Because hold on one second. Hey, ladies. Thank you. Okay. I am really thankful to become one of the first plus models to win the model portion of Project Runway. It is groundbreaking. It is full of, black girl magic,
Yes.
plus girl energy.
Yes.
I set a tone with my girl Jazz, and we really changed the game because ever since then we've seen so many changes within the industry, as far as, especially for like New York Fashion Week. We've seen so many changes as far as representation with different body shapes and just plus size representation, period. Because I feel on Project Runway, the revolution was televised. It wasn't just the fashion show that a couple people saw. It was blasted to millions of people, and that's what change is about, and that's what representation is about. When people are able to see a piece of themselves, they don't necessarily have to be exactly the same size or the exact same body shape, but I know the difference of when I have been able to see a black model, when I've been able to see a model who's curvier, whether they're smaller than me or whether they're fuller than me. It just makes me feel good because I know especially how marginalized black women have been and plus size women have been for years, not being able to see their beauty represented.
So I know at any situation, we never know we're going to become a winner, right? We never know. So
I knew I was going to be a winner.
She knew, honey. She
Yes,
knew.
yes.
So were you ready for the outpour? Were you ready for all of the connections and all the people that were going to just outpour to you once you became the winner?
Well, I will say I wasn't totally, I was ready, but I wasn't totally, I didn't really know fully what to expect from the different people across the globe who just showed me so much love. I mean, people, Australia, New Zealand, England, Paris, people who tweet me from all across the world. But of course, most importantly, no shade to nobody else, but the United States of America. All my American women who just felt like, wow, I felt seen, and I loved your confidence on the runway, and you represented. This is the thing. I was the first black plus model to actually appear in a designer finale on Project Runway in season 14, and that was when Ashley Nell Tipton, that was the first year a plus size designer won. She changed the game by when she made it to the final three, she said, I want to do my collection using plus size models. So they said, okay, well let's try this out. And so I was able to walk for that one, and when I say it was amazing, because I remember after we finished the runway show, I went to the casting director and I said, hey, look, wouldn't it be amazing if we had plus models in the week-to-week designer competition? And he said, you know what? Yes, that would be amazing. So when they actually had the idea to do that 2 seasons later, he said there was no way that I could have this casting and not bring you in, because I remember what you said to me backstage. And that is so important because I think we all need to be very cognizant of our words. Because our words are powerful. Our words can speak life or speak death. Yes. And not just over ourselves, but into our situations. And I literally just had a thought about that and said it, and look how that manifested. It took a couple years, and that's another thing. we may say things and believe things for ourselves, and it may not manifest immediately. But this thing with Project Runway, it took a while, but it happened.
It happened.
So once I got booked for it, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the winner of this baby."
She was she was ready, and you came to New York at 18, right?
Oh yes, I moved to New York when I was 18, just graduated out of high school, and I was really supposed to, go to college. I come from, my dad was an immigrant. He came from Grenada, and for a lot of times we're immigrant families. It's like, you get here, you get you a college degree, you get you a bread and butter job. But I am thankful that I had parents who saw my gifts. And I remember I said to my dad, I said, I don't know, something's telling me to move to New York and pursue my dream.
Yes.
And he said, well, I said, I just don't want to say woulda, coulda, shoulda. Or what if it's too late? Because when I was starting, it was almost like if you got in your 20s, it was like, oh, your career is over, right? You're too old to do it. So my dad said, you know what? Let's just give her a chance. Give her 1 year, try it out and see what happens. And I'm so glad he did, because I turned that 1 year into over a decade now of modeling.
Yeah.
And I am so thankful, and this is why I tell parents out there, if you see gifts in your children, let them go for it. Let them try it out. Don't hold them back from it. And I'm glad that my parents supported me in that vision. Because, sometimes it's that child that is, taking their toys apart and breaking them up and trying to figure out how to put them back together. That's the next engineer.
Yeah.
That child that's always running around the house with a stethoscope. That might be our next doctor, So when you see the gifts in your children, or when you see gifts in your friends, encourage your friends.
Yes.
Us as grown adults, you know what? Girl, you be cooking your tail off. You might want to have a food truck. You know what? You have a great sense of style. You might want to get into styling, or you might want to own your own boutique. I know you work for the government. You got your government job, but maybe you can start this situation on the side. Yeah, we have to encourage each other and acknowledge the different people around us and their giftings.
Yes. And I know you've been across the world modeling, hitting the runway, and I know you started videos. You wanted to do videos. That was a big thing. You wanted to be the video girl. So tell me, what is the difference with the industry when you first started to the industry today, with how you would get work as a model?
As a model, okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. I was a video vixen when it was profitable to be a video vixen, when we were getting thousands of dollars a day to appear in a music video. Now it's not the same thing. Now I guess it's more profitable to be a rapper's girlfriend or something of that sort. But you ain't get up for me. So the game has definitely changed. What I will say is different about the modeling industry now is the accessibility. You have social media as a tool, and you are able to, for me, I had to either drive up or get on a bus and come to New York and find out when the open call was. And the open call was during the week, so that means I had to miss school, okay, and go to the open call to go have these meetings with, to try to meet with the agency. Now you could take some pictures in your hometown and upload it to these agency sites, and they're able to see you. So although I do think, post-pandemic, I don't know if all the agencies are still doing in-person open calls, but I still think sometimes it's still best to be seen in person, because they get to get a feel of your energy and your je ne sais quoi. But yeah, that's what has changed. I think the accessibility of technology has changed the game, and it's changed it where even influencers, I wouldn't say they're necessarily models, but they're able to do modeling for products. And it's just created such a way to for so many people to make money within fashion and entertainment, and that's a cool thing.
I love it. I love it. So part of it, you talked about inspiring people. You know, you're dropping the jewels, and we know you have a new book. I want to get into your new book. Yes. It is Make the World Your Runway.
Yes, it's called Make the World Your Runway, Top Model Secrets for Everyday Confidence and Success. It's available on Amazon, and I have the paperback version as well as the Kindle. It was inspired from my appearance on the Steve Harvey Show, where I took my model boot camp, which is also called Life of a Working Model Boot Camp. You can look it up on Facebook. But I did my model boot camp for everyday women, and it was for them to just kind of have that model confidence and how it can translate into their everyday lives. And because, you know, look, my mama has never walked a runway, but my mama's a supermodel when she walks into church with her suit on, you know.
Yes.
So exactly. So it's just like, I feel like confidence helps you to be a better person, a better wife, a better spouse, a better person at your job, no matter your education level, no matter what job you have, no matter your gender, sexuality. Confidence can help all of us to really walk in our purpose. And when I say make the world your runway, every time we step out into the world, that's us showing up.
Yes.
That's you making the world your runway. How we do our hair, the color that we decide to wear that day. That is us making the world our runway. The energy that we have when we step into a room, that's making the world your energy, because you color the world with how you show up. And so I basically, in my book, and the foreword is written by Tim Gunn from Project Runway. So to get somebody, a legend like him, to back me, you know, it's a big deal. But I basically took different stories from my modeling career and expounded upon it the way a life coach would. And I think it's important because there are things that models do in their everyday lives that anyone can apply. And I think it's very important for you to have a model mindset. And you can find all of that out in the book. Get it on Amazon. Make the World Your Runway.
Make the World Your Runway. I feel like that was a nice little wrap up there. I just love it. I love everything it is that you're doing. Anytime you're a pioneer at anything, I feel like when people have found a way to find their life doing anything that they love, I feel like that's just something that is remarkable. Yes. So I want to say thank you for everything it is that you do, and be sure to grab your copy.
Yes, get your copy, Make the World Your Runway, on Amazon, and make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Liris C. So that's short for Liris Crosse, and that's LIRISC. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. You can always find me on Facebook. Find my personal page, because for some reason I don't have access to my public figure page. But find me under my name, Liris Crosse, and follow my model bootcamp business at Life of a Working Model Bootcamp. I haven't done any model bootcamps, only just personal coaching during this pandemic, but I don't know, the ladies here tonight inspired me, and they make me feel like I might have to do a boot camp, even if it's over Zoom. I might have to do another one this summer. So just stay tuned. I always post the information for the model boot camps there. But I will say that save your coins, because it's an investment to come to my class.
Listen, and she's a winner, honey. So you.
And I'm worth it, and I got the receipts.
Listen,